Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaivo Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudidayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Slokir Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Om Agyantimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshuron Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with light of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 18, verse number 15. Maharaj Parikshit cursed by a Brahmana boy. तन्नो भवान् वै भगवत्प्रदानो तन्नो भवान् वै भगवत्प्रधानो महात्मैकान्तपरायणस्य हरेरुदारं चरितं विशुद्धम् हरेरुदारं चरितं विशुद्धम् शुश्रुतां नो वितनोति विद्वन् शुश्रुतु विद्वन् तन्- तन्नो भवान् वै भगवत्प्रधानो महात्मैकान्तपरायणस्य हरेरुदारं चरितं विशुद्धम् शुश्रुतां नो वितनोतु विद्वन् तन्नो भवान् वै भगवत्प्रधानो महात्मैकान्तपरायणस्य हरेरुदारं चरितं विशुद्धम् सुषुप्तां नो वितनोतु विद्वन्. Synonyms we can recite together. Tat therefore, na of us, Bhavan, your good self, Vai certainly, Bhagavat in relation with the personality of Godhead, Pradhana chiefly, Mahattama the greatest of all greats, Ekanta exclusively, Parayanasya of the shelter, Hare of the Lord, Udaram impartial, Charitam activities, Vishuddham transcendental, Sushrutam those who are receptive, Naha ourselves, Vitano kindly describe, Vidwan O learned one. Translation and purport is Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. O Sutta Goswami, you are a learned pure devotee of the Lord because the personality of God is your chief object of service. Therefore, please describe to us the pastimes of the Lord which are above all material conceptions, for we are anxious to receive such messages. Purport. The speaker on the transcendental activities of the Lord should have only one object of worship and service, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the audience for such topic should be anxious to hear about him. When such a combination is possible, namely a qualified speaker and a qualified audience, it is then there very much uh, congenial to continue discourses on the transcendence. Congenial to continue discourses on the transcendence. Professional speakers and a materially absorbed audience cannot derive real benefit from such discourses. Professional speakers make a show of Bhagavad Gita for the sake of family maintenance, and the materially disposed audience hears such discourses of Bhagavad Sapta for some material benefit, namely religiosity, wealth, and sense gratification of the wealth, gratification of the senses, or liberation. Such Bhagavatam discourses are not purified from the contamination of the material qualities, but the discourses between the saints of the Nirmasharanya and Srila Sutta Goswami are on the transcendental level. There is no motive for material gain. In such discourses, ultimate unlimited transcendental pleasure is relished both by the audience and by the speaker, and therefore they can continue the topics for many thousands of years. Now, Bhagavad Sapta are held for 7 days only, and after finishing the show, both the audience and the speaker become engaged in material activities as usual. They can do so because the speaker is not Bhagavad Pradhan and the audience is not Sushrutam as explained above. O Sutta Goswami, you are a learned and a pure devotee of the Lord because the personality of Godhead is your chief object of service. Therefore, please describe to us the pastimes of the Lord which are above all the material conception, for we are anxious to receive such messages. So, is my voice audible on Zoom? Can anyone confirm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, thank you, Mother. Sutta Goswami and the sages who are sitting in front of him. So, Namasharanya, they are saying, O Sutta Goswami, you are learned a pure devotee of the Lord, because the personality of God is your chief object of service. What their point is, Sutta Goswami, you are a pure devotee of the Lord, because the personality of God is your chief object of service. Personality of Godhead Krishna, whoever has the chief object of their service as Krishna, that is pure devotee. So they are telling here. So when I was reading this, I can contemplate and see that's not the case with me. You are a learned and pure devotee because Krishna is the chief object of your service. So in my case, there are some other object of service also. So that's why the pure devotion and then being learned is little far away. Therefore, please describe to us the pastimes of the Lord, which are above all material conceptions, for we are anxious to receive such messages. Now, Prabhupada is elaborating more on this topic down on the second line further, that the sages are telling, please describe us the pastimes of the Lord, which are above all material conception, for we are anxious to receive. So, if we are anxious to receive the messages, then speaker also becomes very enthusiastic. Many times speaker is speaking and audience is like, when this class will end, when prasad will start. So audience has no enthusiasm, and speaker also loses all the enthusiasm. You know. It's just reciprocal both the ways. So Prabhupada is mentioning that two particular words in the last line he said. Um, Bhagavad Pradhana. Speaker is should be Bhagavad Pradhana. Audience is Shru Shrutam. Very eager to hear. Tell us. I want to hear. Parikshit Maharaj, when he got cursed, die in 7 days, it's so inconceivable to understand that Parikshit Maharaj did not eat, did not sleep, did not drink, and he just wanted to hear the nectar. And if we here have a 140 by 30 minutes class, 45 minutes class, sufficient. People don't have capacity to take more than that. We said class should be short because the people don't have capacity. As soon as you start speaking more than 1 hour, people like starts yawning, and it just doesn't go anything in brain and just start sleeping. That's the Kali Yuga actually. So the speaker on the transcendental lecture should have only one object of worship, the Supreme Personality. I mean, it's not like only audience is like that. Speaker also is not only object is Supreme Personality. Speaker may have some other motives behind talking also. But if the object is only glorifying the Lord, then that's a pure katha. And in India, we see Sapta, Prabhupada is mentioning, when Sapta happens, everybody is very enthusiastic in Sapta. When Sapta is done, people are like in their normal activity, having fun. Nobody thinks about the Lord. And the nectar of the Krishna Katha can be derived when both speaker and audience are very enthusiastic in Katha. So that's why we see in Kartik Yatra, whenever you go for India, thousands of devotees. And Maharaj is speaking, in Guru Maharaj is speaking, right? On Vyasasan, and there are thousands of devotees. And Maharaj speaks with so much enthusiasm because even if some devotees are sleeping, many are enthusiastic. I mean, obviously, among 10,000 devotees, some must be pure, right? The energy must be very high. So, and definitely that's why the experience in Kartik Yatra is very, very different. So, if the hall is filled with so many nice devotees, Kirtan is happening, Katha is happening, putting Lord in the center, the energy and enthusiasm is very high and different. And the feeling that a person, newcomer comes and carries will say, wow, that was really nice experience. It cannot be expressed in word, you know. But the feeling to the heart, the joy that comes within, that is only felt. So, pastimes of the Lord, what it is mentioned is that transcendental, beyond the three modes of material nature. And professional speakers who take the money, what they do? They make the some nice, funny, laughing comments. People laugh, people cry. They bring the emotion out somehow or the other. And when tears comes from people's eyes, people think, oh, I cried. It was such a nice experience. But nobody is like honest with them. They just want to pay some money and get something very quick for cheap price. Hmm. And the main benefit of that is religiosity, wealth, gratification of senses, and liberation. Artha kama dhamma moksha. But Bhagavad discourses are not purified from the contamination of material qualities. Such Bhagavad discourses, which are basically given by the professional speakers. But the discourses between the saints of Naimisharanta and Sutta Goswami are on the transcendental level. There is no motive for material gain. The Naimisharanya sages did not say, "Oh, Sutta Goswami, here is a $10,000. You give the class." Sutta Goswami did not say, "Pay me some fee. I need some money for my family or something." Sutta Goswami is like Mahabharata says, he doesn't need any money. That he want to just serve, glorify the Lord. Um, so There's no motive. There is no motive for material gain. Such transcendental, such discourses, such discourses, unlimited transcendental pleasure is relished both by the audience and by the speaker, and therefore they can continue on the topics for many thousands of years. Prabhupada is writing for many thousands of years. Here on Sunday we do one class, 1 hour, right? In that also, as soon as 30 minutes is over, impatience starts coming up. Slowly, slowly, movement starts happening. And then, as soon as 6:30, done, done, done. Aarti time. You know? And after Aarti, when Prasad line is there, people just talk for 1 hour, chit chat. Yeah, or you, this for long period of time. That's our enthusiasm to talk. I mean, obviously, Vaishnava Sangha is good, but as long as topics are related to Krishna, that is much better. If the topic is like war or something else, what is happening to visa and things like that, or complaining somebody else, and then that's not good. Here, Prabhupada is mentioning they can continue for thousands of years. Wow. What is the quality of those sages, and what is quality of Sutta Goswami? What is the quality of speaker, and what is the quality of audience? So they can continue for thousands of years. That's why, because that pure nectar is produced. In our katha, probably that nectar is not coming. Maybe a little bit is coming, and we are still satisfied with that. But if pure nectar comes like more and more, people will be mad. That is the reality when Prabhupada used to speak. Remember, like at that time in 1965-66, when Prabhupada used to speak, all these young American hippies, they used to cry, they used to jump and dance. Prabhupada's Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari, jump and dance. And as soon as Prabhupada raised hand like this, everybody is like, Jai Prabhupada. They used to jump and touch their head to the roof, actually, to the ceiling. You know, that much, that much enthusiasm and joy was there. What a See, they could easily do all austerity like breaking the ice, taking bath in Vrindavan, chanting all the number of rounds before Mangalarati. Vrindavan time Mangalarati, I think 4:15 something. Before that, they used to finish all the 16 rounds. And all the family members, along with kids. I mean, kids must have been sleeping, I don't know. Or maybe awake, I don't know, that time situation. Huh? Huh? No, no, not now. Not now. Things have changed now. Things are like, be practical. Now everything is there actually. AC is there, heater is there, electricity is there, nice prasad, nice. All comforts are there now. That time, no comforts were there. Uh, Still, they used to finish all the 16 rounds before Mangalarati, jump and dance when Prabhupada used to speak Bhagavad Katha, Arati. And now, despite all comforts are there, it's struggle to chant 16 rounds after Mangalarati also. So the difference is, see the difference. I mean, if we can compare, right? We can compare, and New Vrindavan pastimes are like amazing. Maharaj says when His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj was there for 8 years, he did the pujari service, where on the old Vrindavan upstairs. I went there, we went with some devotees. We saw that small place where Radha Vrindavan Nath, that deity was there. And outside there is small hole. Today also it is there, it was covered. We saw that hole. They used to get the water from that. They used to break the ice, take bath. Maharaj used to do that. And there was a just like small passage behind. He used to cook there. And on the side there was one loft. Just little bit climb up and on the loft slept. He used to sleep only for 2 hours. He was the only pujari for all the services since morning till evening. He is the morning pujari. He is the breakfast cook. He is doing arti. He is doing Rajbhog. He is doing Vaikalika. He is doing evening seva. Everything one person. And that too cooking cleaning, puja, everything. And despite, in addition to his number of rounds and his reading. So he used to sleep only couple hours in the night. And what he used to tell is when he used to feel sleepy, he used to tie his shikha with some, he used to stand and walk. And, I mean, sorry, walk and read Bhagavatam. Because too much of tiredness and uh, while working the whole day and sleep used to come, right? Natural body weight fatigue. What he said, he used to stand up and sometimes walk and read Bhagavatam. So Maharaj was telling those times, whatever Bhagavatam he read, were the most things he remember from that time than today. That was his experience. So yeah, things are not easy. Things are difficult. But when pure devotees is present, that energy comes, that enthusiasm comes. The problem is the lack of pure devotion. Everything will flourish, but there is lack of pure devotion. So many times I think the greatest service to Srila Prabhupada is to become pure devotee. Once someone becomes pure devotee, automatically people will be attracted to that person. We try our best to preach, serve Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada will do everything. Srila Prabhupada books and Srila Prabhupada's Vani. So once the Krishna Community Center is fully like, say, everything, minimal people come, many. That's why we need speakers, new speakers. The senior Vaishnavas to come and visit. They will come and pump the energy. They will give that blessing. So Radhesham Prabhu, it was so nice actually. When he came, he gave three katha. Such a nectar. And that enthusiasm, that energy comes. So hoping in couple months now, in June, we'll have more and more such pure devotees coming, visiting, and giving us. That time will be amazing actually. You will see like so many devotees are coming, so much cooking happening, so much going on, so many decorations, kirtan happening, and things like that. Those 25th to 28th celebration will be really amazing because so enlivening with so many nice devotees. Everything will be like everybody is very busy and everybody is looking forward for that time. Those days will be the most nectarian and relishing days where we will be able to nourish so much because those will be historical on the in the uh, history of Grand Rapids city, entire city. That's going to be the historical moment, right? So anything, this purchasing this church was a historical moment. Then Girirajji coming was historical moment. Everything is becoming historical moment and getting built more and more. And day by day, we can see by Srila Prabhupada's inconsolable mercy, Prabhupada's arrival was historical. You know? So on the day of Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day, Prabhupada was here in Kartik. You know, so Prabhupada arrived and Prabhupada sat on Vyasasana. And, you know, since then Prabhupada is looking after things. Things are going very nicely. Yeah, things will be ups and downs will be here. But when Prabhupada was there, the difficulty and ups and downs were much more than now. I remember when Prabhupada, in New Vrindavan, they didn't have much finances at that time. So they used to get the watermelon in donation in bulk. So they used to take the watermelon, all the inside, the red part, offer it to the Lord, Prabhupada, everybody used to eat. And whatever the green part, whichever is outside left, they used to cut and make the sabji out of that. Out of that, to eat with rice. And now we have like 7 items in our Sunday feast. That too, people are like, no, no, done. I don't want it too much oily. No, nothing. This is too much sweet. No sugar, no oily, no pakoda, no nothing. Simple. Because we are so fed up of eating so many sumptuous things that we sometimes feel like not eating. How much opulence is there? By Krishna's mercy, so much is provided to us. And Prabhupada did himself all the difficult. He took all that pain. Um, so it was said that when, you know, Prabhupada made things easy for us because Prabhupada knew that my grandchildren will not be so hardworking and enthusiastic. So let me make some work for them. Let me make things easy for them so they can do it. That is compassion of Srila Prabhupada. What Prabhupada could did do is amazing. Even we were that day discussing, even like Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj, you know, Buddha Kesha, no sleep actually, working, continuous. Where that energy comes from? That is actually Krishna Shakti, because of pure devotion. You know, we think that we need rest to the body, we get tired, we feel exhausted because Krishna Shakti is lacking. Yeah. Uh, the power is so high actually. Maharaj Shakti is so high. So the point is Krishna Katha. And if you see here, what Sutta Goswami they are mentioning is, what Prabhupada is telling is, the transcendental pleasure is relished when such discourse is happening. Everything, all the basis of all the energy is Lord Shri Krishna. If Krishna is in the center, and when we say Krishna Katha, meaning obviously chanting Kirtan, right? Nam Rupa Guna Lila. Nam Rup Gun Lila. Nam Rup Guna Lila. Four things. Holy name. Either we do japa, we do kirtan. So chanting continuously going on. Roop, the form of the Lord, deity worship. That also comes. That also gives the power. Guna, qualities of the Lord. We are glorifying different pastimes where the Lord Krishna's qualities are coming out. And then leelas, your basically actual pastimes happen with the Lord. So Nama Rupa Guna Leela, that gives the Shakti, that gives the real strength to overcome the material problems. And both speaker and audience, if they both are enthusiastic to do that, then more and more come out, more and more come out. And it's never ending. Both of them have so much energy. Jai Jai Giraj Maharaj ki Jai, Nityananda Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Here Prabhupada is saying they can continue for many thousands of years. So again, we have a long way to go. The point here is I'm not making anybody depressed. But the reality is how we can increase more Krishna Katha. Because subject matter is like that. And why Prabhupada would write then this thing like this. In such discourses, unlimited pleasure, transcendental pleasure is relished both by audience and by the speaker, and therefore they can continue the topics for many thousands of years. Why Prabhupada would use that word for many thousands of years? Because these discourses can give the unlimited transcendental pleasure. There is a pleasure in eating Manchurian, kachori. Huh? Transcendental pleasure is much more in the Krishna Katha. Somehow, by Prabhupada's mercy, we have to beg actually. We have to beg to Srila Prabhupada, we have to beg to Giriraj, we have to beg to Nitai Navdeep Chandra. Please give us that taste in hearing, give us that taste in chanting. If the intention and desire is to really, my Lord, see, these things will continue. Services will continue, project will continue, cooking will continue, right? So many things will continue, come and go. But at the end of the day, what I feel is I just wanted to beg to Srila Prabhupada to give the mercy to chant the holy name sincerely and develop the taste in reading and hearing about the Lord. Everything is nice. What we are doing, everything is good, no doubt. What we are doing, that will only take us to there. But that continuous prayer, we have to continually offer that prayer. Because Prabhupada says that by our, and we were reading actually, yesterday only, we were reading actually, that if you stand in front of deities and reveal your mind to the deity, reveal our mind to the deity, saying, whatever it is, right, my Lord, I'm struggling for my sadhana, I'm not able to chant properly, so many thoughts are coming, so many services, to do list is coming in my mind. Service is coming while chanting is little better than sense gratification, but still, how can I chant your holy name with more attention, with more focus, and chant only for your pleasure, for nothing else? When I'm reading, how can I read more? These days, I'm not able to find the time to read. So many things and I'm busy, but my Lord, I want to really read. I really want to get absorbed in reading. I really want to get absorbed in hearing. When I hear, how can I only hear, not think something else? Many times we are in class, we are hearing from speaker, but mind is somewhere else. Audio class goes on, speaker keeps speaking, Maharaj speaks, Prabhupada speaks, but mind is something somewhere else. Prabhu, kahan ho? Where are you, Prabhu? Well, I'm thinking something else. So this mind is rascal. So we have to keep train the mind with Krishna Katha, purified by chanting the holy name, and that's how, by begging for the mercy, we will get it. If if they desire for their after their causeless mercy, Srila Prabhupada can bestow. We serve to Srila Prabhupada with good intention, good heart, and with a sincere desire to beg, to come and beg and pray. Because day by day, there's nothing new actually. I mean, everything is new, but the process is same. And keep begging, keep begging. Whenever I see any spiritual master within Varshila Prabhupada's disciple and who has done such a great service, whenever they chant Jai Radha Madhava or any kirtan, so much deep, prayerful mood is there. There's no casual chanting. Never see that. So deep, so deep. And every time you see them chanting Jai Radha Madhava or any kirtan, they're fully praying, deeply absorbed. Um, Maybe that mood is not there right now within us, but at least we can fake it to make it. Try to be a little more uh, serious and conscious while chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mind is going here and there. Please help Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Actually, that will help, And when there are many devotees with the same intensity, with same, not casually, putting heart and putting and soul and with that intensity, chanting with enthusiasm, gradually enthusiasm will increase. How do we increase it? Now here, speakers of Naimisharya, they were enthusiastic. Audience was enthusiastic. So much enthusiasm. We are very eager to hear about Lord. Please tell us. You know, if say for example, speaker sitting on asan to share, and if there is some secret to share, please tell us what is the secret. You want to hear, please. Everybody is very attentive. If somebody say, hey, please stop, let me hear, you know, let me hear what he's saying. That enthusiasm, that eagerness. So, eagerness to know about the Lord, to hear about the Lord was such a high. So I think it's 8:32. We'll stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anything on Zoom? Anybody would like to add anything? Okay, so we'll end here. Vanchakalpa tarvesha kripa sindhu be evacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you everyone. Hare Krishna.